health issues and shit, right? And actually, about like a month and a half ago, I had a withdrawal from opiates. Just dealing with like all the pain from sickle cell. I've been like on pain medication. I've been on oxys and morphine and shit. And
God bless you.
yeah, thank you. And I stopped taking the shit, and I had like a really bad attack. So I took some hydro to kind of help it. Sent my whole entire body into a shock because it had been out of my system for so long. Pills ain't the way, and like that shit was prescribed. So like, yo, you got homies doing that shit? Talk to your homies. It don't matter if it's Xans, benzos, oxys, whatever. Like, be there for your homies.
None of it cool. Ain't none
of that shit's cool, bro. I ain't been on that shit for months now. It's real whack to have a. It's real whack to withdraw in front of your mama, dog. That shit is rough. With that being said, I don't know what else. Is this a song that I reference my mom? I'm pretty sure. It's the other song. Oh, that's totally ironic. I shouldn't have gave like an anti-drug speech and then did this song. Whatever, fuck it. Pills are whack, but this other shit's cool. Let's do it. This is for my niggas round selling dope. 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 Drugs oppress people everywhere, yeah.
I made a lot of like undisputed things for people that were living in Tampa at the time. Some new people may have not heard of me, or might not be aware, and that's all cool. But for people that were in Tampa when Testify was a thing, or when Starship was a thing, or when Dope was a thing, or when Vintage came out as a video, like I feel like all those things are important for Tampa people, and to a small extent Florida as a whole. But I was doing so much that it's kind of ran in place. So now I've had time to sit, think, be quiet. I haven't put out one track since November 1st of 2016. This is the longest that time has elapsed without some kind of music, some kind of anything. I mean, I haven't even put a beat out there, So I think people are genuinely excited for something new to happen. November is my month. It's where I come alive.
Let's do the new shit so I kind of like catch my breath. Let's see if I and then like afterwards.
I'm gone. Get fucked up and do the dumb shit.
Shut the fuck up, Craig.
One thing I will say about this EP is that it is overwhelmingly black.
Yeah.
Gas just fucking killed it. My favorite performances. Robb Gat killed it.
One thing I will say about this EP though is that it is overwhelmingly black. It is extra black. I've always been, I think, subtly pushing my social commentary in music. A lot of times people recognize me for a lot of the ignorant stuff that I do, which is cool and all, I get it. But at the same time, for every Testify, there's a Testify, because as ignorant as that song is, I am talking about important things. I talk about important stuff in Lonely. I talk about important stuff, obviously, in 12. So it's cool to have a vintage every now and then, but I want people to gain something from my music too. So this project is
real black. Pay attention. I like to tell narratives through a different, set of eyes. Like, Black Jesus is obviously me as Black Jesus in today's world. And then 12, just the point of being a cop and all that.
Shirts for sale over there. Collaborated with these two.
No, I just moved back home because I had the money.
I feel you.
After I got sick, well, I mean, I hate to say after I got sick because it makes it seem like I just recently got sick. That's not really the case.
Yeah.
I've been sick for a very, very, very long time. But when somebody actually diagnosed it because it was getting worse, and they were able to figure out, like, oh, well, yeah, something's wrong. Something's like real, real wrong. Here you go. That's when, I guess I was working and just couldn't work anymore. They laid me off. And then I started chemo and it got worse. And my dad was just like, yo, just come on.
So if I ever have to leave the scene or something, whatever, please promise me that y'all gonna push DZ to the moon. Bro, like, that's the most important talent we got in Tampa, and we gotta get behind that young man, alright? Now, with no further ado, I'm actually doing all the songs Wally wants me to do. This is for you, Wally.
All types of stuff. I had more money than I knew what to do with, and I had the opportunity to put it away. I ended up putting a lot of it into my last album. I wanted it to be this big extravaganza and all that. We dropped the album, pushed it out to different markets. We were getting, good coverage on it. Shot the video, and I increasingly just kept getting sicker and sicker and sicker. And that's when I found out everything. And then I just had a lot of personal things going on as well. Just certain relationships that I had. And my health just declined. I've always had some type of strong input with what we're doing. So it just kind of makes sense that as I get older, my body's not doing it as hot as I would like it to do. Dialogue, exposition, like we're talking, and it's mounting tension, and it has great angles. And I've always had, a love of cinema. It never clicked that that was something that I should be doing because I was so enamored with making music, and music was always an easy, well, I don't want to say easy, but it was always the go-to way of expression. But even with the music videos that we've done, I've always had a strong creative input on what they were, not necessarily directing and doing the editing, but I've always had a storyboard. This is what I want to tell, this is how I want it to go, this is how I came up with this idea, so on and so forth, helping with the angles of certain things. I think my father, he's a painter, drawer, and when I was younger, that was cool doing, but then I'd move on. Played basketball for a little bit, played soccer for a little bit, but I would do those things for a little bit, and I was like, all right,
be over it or whatever. Yeah.
And as a child, I probably was in pain and didn't really realize it. And that was probably also why I didn't get too much into sports as I became a teenager. But all I really remember was doing music, rapping really badly. I liked video games and I liked movies. That was what I had. I don't think I had the mindset to be well, I want to learn how to make film because it seemed daunting. There's a lot of things going on at once.
Fuck school, nigga, get fucked. That young nigga life sucks. Hey, YOLO was the model, now I'm drinking out this bottle.
Christopher Nolan, Dennis Villeneuve, obviously a Scorsese fan. I'm taking a master class with Scorsese next year.
Hell yeah.
Which is, like, I'm very excited for that. Big into Tarantino. I'm looking forward to, I forget his name off the top of my head, but he directed Ex Machina last year.
I remember.
Darren Aronofsky. I just saw Mother like 2 weeks ago. Yeah, those are a few. But I watch movies all the time. If I'm not making music, I'm watching movies pretty much.
You know, like, I won't be out of school for like another year. So like, you know, we talk a lot about film. Like, film isn't really a thing that I plan on employing until 32, 33.
Way down the line.
I got a few more things that I want to knock off my bucket list. And then I'm gonna be a filmmaker, and then I don't know, like, go back to activism, and then I'm gonna run for president. After I finish running for president, have 2 terms, just whatever. Get assassinated at like age 57, go down in the history books, greatest man alive. Yeah, you know.